All right, this is my script. For those of you that are receiving leads from Help on Demand. First, if you're wondering what Help on Demand is, it is a service that is offered to insureds who go onto the marketplace directly on healthcare.gov, and they try to process their own applications. And once they realize how hard it is, or they run into a situation where they have some difficulty and don't know what to do, they hit a help button, and then that lead is routed to an agent who is on Help on Demand and has the availability set on, and it's routed to an agent based on the zip code of that insured. So they send you this lead, and then you have 15 minutes to claim this lead. Okay, so it's pretty simple. You go in there, you claim it. Usually you will get the name. Of course, you get the name, but you'll get the email and the phone number. Now, this is the script that I use, and it's very, very simple. Hey, Mrs. Jones, this is Luis Moreno. I got a email or notification from healthcare.gov telling me that you need help with your application. How can I help you? Okay. Usually at that point, the insurer says, hey, well, thank you for calling me. Yes, here's where I'm at. Then I will proceed with, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I need your date of birth because that does not come to me on that lead. So once I get their name and their date of birth, what I would do is I would do a search, okay, on Health Sherpa. On the top right, there is a search button, and you're going to do search marketplace. In fact, I'll share that with you right now. Up at the top right, when you log into Health Sherpa, okay, so you're going to go to your dashboard and search marketplace. Okay, when you click on search marketplace, you're going to enter their name, their date of birth, you're going to choose their state, and you're talking to them. So obviously you've received permission. Now, once you've done that, down here, it's going to populate their name. It's going to populate their phone number or their address and then the year. Once you've done that, you're going to load it into your Health Sherpa. And then if they've completed it, you're going to report a life change. If not, you're going to open the account. And what you're going to do is you're going to review the entire application with them. Okay, you have no idea what information they entered, if they entered it correctly or not. So what I do at that time is I start going through each question with that insured. Get a pen and paper and get your intake sheet and start copying the information down from that application into the intake sheet. Once you've gone through the entire application, you're going to resubmit it. You're going to get a new eligibility. When you get that new eligibility, what you want to do is you want to talk to that insured. You want to let that insured know that if there's any requirements, any documents that need to be submitted, and by when. Then what you'll do is you'll go to the next step and you'll start selecting that plan. Make sure you go over with the insured, their doctors and meds. We're not required to do that. Okay, this is not Medicare where it's mandatory that you check the network for doctors and medications. But what we want to do is we want to make sure that we put our insureds into the right plan, make sure we don't cause any disruption with their medical care, with the doctors they're seeing and the prescriptions that they're taking. So just do your job. Okay, get the names of the docs and the meds, and on Health Sherpa, you can enter the doctors. There's a on the left-hand side when you're running that quote. I'll demonstrate that again here. Give me 1 minute. Okay, and when you're running that quote on that left-hand side, okay, here you can add doctors and hospitals, and you can add the prescriptions. So you can add all their doctors, the specialists that they're seeing, and then once you've done that, like we'll go in there, James, and we'll just pick a doctor. Okay, we'll pick this person. So you'll see here that once it's done, and then we'll go ahead and also enter a medication. So I've entered a medication and I've entered a doctor. You will see here that it will give you a guide as to whether that doctor's in the plan and whether that medication is covered in the formulary. So it's not that hard to ask the insured for this information, and that way you can put them into the best plan for that insured. So my script is pretty easy. Again, remember, hey, Mrs. Jones, this is Luis Moreno. I got a notification from healthcare.gov that you needed some help on your application. And by the way, I'm a local agent. I'm right down the road from you. Usually, the majority of the leads that I've gotten, they're within a mile or two from my office. So I like to let them know, hey, I'm local. I'm right here. In fact, you know, where do you live? Okay, well, you start talking about directions. Well, I'm right up the street from you, and it kind of solidifies you as a real person right down the road, local help from them, and then just proceed with the application. So that's what I would do. Thank you.